Do you remember a time when only nerds had websites? E-commerce was probably a lot easier back then, huh? Oh well, let's get into it. Hello and welcome. Good crafternoon, everybody. Even though this crafternoon we working on my website. So, as I waxed poetic a moment ago, I'm sure even 15 years ago, when I first got into marketing, e-commerce was probably a lot easier. Not every mom and pop had a website. I did, but now we are on to today where every mofo has a website, including this mofo. So, today we are body doubling, and I'm going to try something here, and hopefully it does not totally bork what I have going on. Okay, it's still stuck with me here. There we go. Alrighty. I just wanted to get this a little bigger for myself so that I can see it and I can see your chats on screen without having to pull out my super big second monitor for my laptop. Okay, so where we last left off on this journey, we were updating product listings on my site. And that is what we are continuing to do. So, a little refresher, my site is powered by WordPress and WooCommerce. So this is product listings from WooCommerce on WordPress background. Now, I pay a yearly fee for my domain. This is actually a subdomain of my main domain, TrishaLyn.com. And I also registered the TrishaLynGifts.com domain. So I have that pointing to this subdomain, but you can get there either with gifts.trishalyn.com or TrishaLynGifts.com. Like that. So either. So other than that, I pay for hosting and that's it. I don't pay for WordPress and I don't pay for WooCommerce. Both of those are free versions. So let's get right down into this. I think where we last left off, we were updating a lot of the SEO. And so I can see based on this little SEO score right here, where these are okay. So I'm just going to go back to where we start seeing the green ones. And then we pretty much know that those are the ones we left off. And it was a few, I think 3 pages in at least. Maybe more than that. Okay. So I probably should have just like watched the end of my stream before to see where we were on these. Oh, these have green, but they're not like it's not all green after that. So here we go. This is where we had left off with this kind of stuff. Okay. So let me just edit this one. And I think we will have, yes, this. So this has the long we have, let's see, right? Okay, I have my, oh, that's okay, that's where I should have. So I have my prompts saved that I was using in Chat GPT to um to get these product descriptions written. So what I decided before was, for the purposes of SEO, was to get these product descriptions written out using some Chat GPT prompts, and then at some point in the future I can go back through and make them a little less generic, a little more specific to each product. But so I have a text doc here where I have my yeah, so I have the big description, and then I have the prompt, write a product description, write a product description, and they're for two different things. Okay, so let's jump back in here, and I do have chat up in a little separate tab here. So if you have questions about anything we're doing here, please jump in and ask those questions, because that's the whole point. We're gonna get some night driving going in the background here, just so we've got a little bit of bed of something. And so Glassstone magnets, it looks like. Now, we went through before, and I think all the images to these correctly uh, watermarked images. So that, I believe, was already done. Um, and this is just the SEO tasks. So it looks like we're good on this for the SEO. So let's go. I don't need that prompt from WooCommerce. Thanks. Okay, so let's go back from glass dome magnets into the decals. So we're getting into decals here. Less physical. I mean, they're all physical, but the decals, the difference between a lot of the pins and jewelry and the decals is that the jewelry is a product that is done, sitting in a, in inventory, ready to be sent out. Whereas the decals, some of them are in inventory, ready to be sent out, that I've made for like craft shows or whatever, but most of them are cut on demand. So I don't actually cut them until the person orders them. So this is one of those. I've made a few of these for a few different orders. But generally, because there are different options, they are not off. I don't have them like just sitting around. Okay, so these are all the correctly watermarked. Excuse me. So we just need the SEO. Now the SEO is okay. We want to get that little orange guy to a green guy. So the keyword phrase I've used, I don't use it anywhere else. It is baby up in this bitch. And let's see if I am trying to open up Chat GPT in another. All right. Okay. Wine. Okay, mini rose. So it looks like it was back in July. It's got my past prompt questions. Okay. So let me share this tab instead. And I can use my prompt. So this had mini marathon distance decal. This is going to need baby up in this bitch vinyl decal. So write a product description of the baby up in this bitch. Include the SEO phrase baby up in this bitch exactly 5 times. Include that the decals measure okay, so I have that they're available in 2 colors and 3 sizes. So include that the decals are available in several. Wait, how many did I have? In 2 colors and 3 sizes in permanent vinyl. So let's available in 2 colors and 3 sizes in permanent vinyl. All decals are made to order, and decals come with layer transfer tape. Mock-ups are not to scale. Okay. So let's get our description. Okay. So I'm going to copy, go back to this tab, and the product short description. Let's just refresh briefly and view this product to see. So this is the long description, and this is the short description where it had the actual sizes. 2 sizes. So yeah, so this says decals are available in 2 colors and 3 sizes, where this one does not. This one is super generic. So going back to, oh no, I lost. When I closed that tab, it closed everything down. So let's go back. There we go. Okay. So we know that this is the one that's like lower, and this is the one that is up at the top. So this is the one that the SEO is tracking. So these smaller ones stay the way they are. Yes? I'm going to test that in just a second. But looking at this, okay, I've got the social ones filled out, and they've both got the right. So looking at the SEO analysis, we have outbound links, that's fine. No internal links, that's fine. Everything else is good. And I don't care about the outbound links or the internal links, because we're not trying to get people to click out and go to a different website. We want people to stay on our website and purchase. So I don't need no stinking outbound link. All right. So we've got that, and I'm going to just hit update. And then once this updates, bam, bam, I'm actually going to go back to products because then I know where I was basically. Okay. So I'm going to go back and look at the glass dome magnets. That's the long. This one is super short. Okay. So I basically didn't edit this one at all. I only edited this one to be long and elaborate. Okay. So we are done with the baby. We're going to go to baseball love. So I'm going to edit that one in my connection was interrupted. There we go. Share this tab instead. Okay. I like that. I don't remember that from streaming before with StreamYard. Thank you, StreamYard. That's very helpful to be able to switch to a different tab instead of having to reshare the entire freaking window every time. I appreciate that. Okay. So this is a very long, so I think I did the baseball love. This one has definitely been done already. Okay. So going back to this, we did the baseball mom. Looks like this is what needs to happen. Okay. Yeah, so this is super, super short. We're going to go back to this. And I think the thing is, we can take this same description from Chat GPT and just switch out the name of the... I don't know why it did. Oh, because it was bolded. All right. Okay. So we just want to So actually, I think I do need to... Let's see what the analysis is, having just done that. So let me actually go back up. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I just want to search for... Okay, so this is pretty, like, actually... letting precious cargo... Okay, so this was actually written better, I should say. Because this is pretty specific, like letting you know that there's, precious cargo, blah, blah, blah. So let's go back and we got to write a new prompt. So this is our baseball mom vinyl decal. Include the SEO key phrase baseball mom. Exactly 5 times. Include that the decals are available. Oh, no. So these decals measure a certain... So include that the decals in permanent vinyl. Oop, spelling it right might help. All decals made to order come with layer transportate. Okay. So, show your team spirit. Okay. See, last time they were pretty generic, or it might have just been that I don't know. This is pretty specific. Yes, this conversation is helpful. Thank you, ChatGPT. All right, so copy that. share this tab. We want to leave the product short description alone and fix up the product long description. And I hate that it adds those asterisks in there, but I honestly don't know how to get them removed. So going down here, we've got an X preview and we've got those in there. The SEO little guy is green, which is great. Once again, outbound links and internal links, but everything else is good. Alrighty. So, baseball mom decal is done. Alrighty. So, next we have the cause awareness decal, vinyl ribbon decal. And we want our prompt again. This is the cause a ribbon vinyl decal. And the keyword phrase we're looking at for this is awareness ribbon. Okay, decals measure 4 inches tall by 2 inches wide. We do actually have an outbound link on that page because it links to, and I have to double check that that's still correct. It links to a resource of what color awareness ribbon is used for what cause. So that's a measure. All right. Show your support for a cause close to your heart with our cause awareness ribbon vinyl decal. All right, great. See, now this, I believe, is the kind of use of AI that is okay. You know, it's just helping to, I don't know, it's helping me to save time. And it's just using language, you know. I could sit down and write this up. I am perfectly capable of doing that. But with so many different parameters, it just uses a lot of mental bandwidth that I'd rather use to create the I'd rather use them to create the content and create the actual item. Okay, I'm going to add that link here, and I'm going to double check that this link still works. Let me just double check that in another tab. Yeah, it's a Wikipedia link to a list of awareness ribbons. So pink, breast cancer awareness; red, heart disease, substance abuse, HIV/AIDS; maroon, multiple myelema awareness; chronic COPD. I didn't know that. I think purple is Alzheimer's. There's all kinds. Oh my gosh, there's different prints. So zebra print, if you didn't know, carcinoid cancer, neuroendocrine tumors, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, rare diseases, especially on Rare Disease Day, a houndstooth ribbon, relief efforts in Tuscaloosa and northern Alabama following the 27th of April 2011 tornado. The pattern evokes former University of Alabama head football coach Bear Bryant, an icon of the city. Okay, interesting. All right. Okay. So that all still works. I've got that in there. I have a good okay. So yeah, so I have a bunch of purple and I have a bunch of red ones pre-made because I did a pop-up at a Relay for Life event a few years back, and that's where I did the I did the purple and the red, because red is, there's so many that use red kind of for everything. And the Relay for Life, because it was for Relay for Life, and their colors are purple. So this is saying the exact phrase of the focus key phrase appears in the SEO title, but not at the beginning. Move it to the beginning for the best result. But not in the beginning. It's still green, and I don't see a real easy way to fix that. So I'm going to leave that alone. Appears in the SEO title, but not at the beginning. Oh, okay. So I would have to change the title to like awareness ribbon. And I'm not going to do that right now because it's still linked as cause awareness ribbon. So that's fine. I'm going to leave that the way it is. And scratch my ear. Let me see. I have the colors. I have breast cancer awareness, AIDS awareness. Let me add some others since I do have purple. They're all Alzheimer's awareness. I think those are the ones you see the most. Anyway, I'm just going to leave that. I could go through that entire Google Doc and just put them all in there, but I don't want to do that. Okay. So we are updated. Going back to our list, because there's already, look at how many are on there. Okay. So now we have the Castle to Chateau marathon distance decal. This is a decal that I don't actually know if it's still relevant. So leave me, if you know. Do I have a comment? Yeah, I don't. Oh, nuts. All right. Well, comment down below and tell me if you are a Run Disney person, do they still do the challenges that cross over between the US parks and Disneyland Paris? Because that's what this was for. I had a friend who did the Castle to Chateau challenge, and she did like a Disney World marathon and then did a marathon at Disneyland Paris. And so that's what the Castle to Chateau challenge basically was. So yeah, it was a 26.2 run. So Castle to Chateau is our prompt. Okay. So write a product description of the castle. Oh, I need the phrase castle to chateau exactly that many times, but I want the castle to chateau. There we go. And this product measures they are available in several colors, but I don't know. They are not available in several distances because it was just the one distance of that challenge. Uh-oh. What did I hit? Oh, no. I accidentally hit print screen and it actually did something for once. How about that? All right. Details made to order. Come with transfer tape. On-car mock-ups, not to scale. All right. Celebrate your incredible achievements with the Castle to Chateau Marathon Distance Decal. It is a great achievement, especially if you're going to go from California or Florida over to Paris just to run. Personally, if I'm going to go on a vacation to Paris, no running will be involved. None. Unless I'm like at the airport about to miss a flight. And even then, let's be honest, I'm not running anywhere. I am praying and crying that people get out of my freaking way so that I can get there and be pushed there. All right. So we pop that in and get to deleting all these pesky asterisks. Astri? I think asterisks is singular and plural. So yeah, I don't know if they still, because obviously during the pandemic, I need to show off your distance wins for Run Disney superhero marathons. That is not. Whew, I had to fix that. So obviously during the pandemic, they Run Disney stopped. And then I know it was real slow to come back. And so I don't know if they still do these kind of multi-park challenges anymore. Okay, we're just missing the outbound and the internal links. I mean, I guess I could just link to Run Disney. I don't know. I'll think about that. Okay, so that looks all good. And we hit update. Back to our main list. So we're getting into all the Disney marathon. So this one has the orange button, but this one has a green button. So the published dates are the same, but I don't have the updated dates. So let's just see what we've got in these. So this is the Disney Castle Home. These were all around a time where I had a friend who was doing all the Run Disney stuff and needed these kind of deals, and had her friends were sending, her Run Disney friends over to me and making all these. And I made a lot of them. Just because, people, while at the Run Disney event, they have very event-specific decals and stickers and stuff that you can get. But then people would want a second one, or they'd get a new car, or, things like that would happen. So it's just nice to have a little something separate. Okay. Magical, show off your, okay. So this is just it's a generic castle and just says home. So key phrase density, text length. Yeah, okay. So we are going to go back to the prompt that I have saved. And I think you guys get the point. I'm not going to switch back to ChatGPT every time. Because I'm really just kind of copy and pasting the same prompt since we're in decal country, so to speak. Disney Castle is our key phrase. Once we switch back to a different kind of item, then we'll have to mess with our prompt. So right now I'm basically just changing out the keyword phrase, the measurement, no different distances. Yeah. Add a bit of enchantment to your daily life with the Disney Castle home decal. The ideal way to keep a little piece of the happiest place on earth with you wherever you go. I really like that. See, like I said, I could write that. But like, I would just be here for hours writing for no good reason. And instead, I'm here for hours actually making progress on the site. Now, the reason that I'm doing this now, basically, so we come back down here, outbound links, inbound links, but everything else looks good. Okay. Now, the reason I'm doing all this, do I have Disney Castle in my... No. All right. The reason I'm doing these updates now is because today is the end of September. No need to give you an exact date. It's the end of September. And so on Tuesday starts Q4. Q4, or the fourth quarter of the year, is hands down for most retail the busiest season. There are many a business that Q4 carries them through the rest of the year. Q4 is when the vast majority of their... Oh, excuse me. Q4 is when the vast majority of their sales happen. And it carries them through the rest of the year where sales are not as robust. Now, some businesses, Q4 is not as strong of a year, of a season. Anything that is centered on like outdoors or very physical things, like their seasonality is usually closer to like spring, summer, when the weather is good and people go. However, they still make good gifts for people who are celebrating Christmas or Hanukkah and are, celebrate holidays and where gift giving is customary, and are outdoor enthusiasts. I've definitely bought, climbing gear for a friend who was big into climbing, even though I know they're not using it in December, but it counts. You're still buying new cleats or a new baseball glove or something for your kid, because come spring they're gonna be able to use it. Um so that's why Q4 is just big for everything, basically. So with Q4 literally around the corner, starting on Tuesday, I am trying to gear up, gird my website's loins, and get it all geared up for Q4. Before I move on to the Mickey Marathon decal, I'm going to go back to the baby up in this bitch one real quick and just make sure. Yeah, see, I did not realize when going through this one that the asterisks were there. So let me get them out of there. I mean, it's not the end of the world if they're in there, but it's also, totally unnecessary for them to be there too. Okay. So we're back up to the Mickey Marathon distance decal. And looking at my prompt that I had saved was for the mini marathon, which is this one. And they are both showing green already. So I'm just going to look at those really quick. And measuring, blah, 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 Mickey Marathon. Yeah, these are already... Yeah, okay. All good. I might have just done the marathon ones. Mini is all good. Princess look good. This is another one that I don't know if they still do. That one. I don't know if they still do. Okay, here we go. So it looks like I did just kind of go in and do all the distance ones since they were very similar. Yeah, so I'm just going to edit my prompt with the different distances because now we're out of the ones where the distances change. Okay. All right, so now we are at the Empire stick figure battle with all the the wording that doesn't say Star Wars, but it's basically Star Wars. See, this is what it looks like over here. It has a TIE fighter shooting at people and says the Empire doesn't care about your stick figure family. See, now, this one I have the focus key phrase is Empire family. I think it should really be Empire stick figure, or else I'm going to get yelled at for the SEO about it not being in front. So let's change this to Empire stick figure, because I think people will Google stick figure family and they'll still get here. You know what I'm saying? The phrase Empire stick figure family exactly 5 times. There we go. We'll go long tail on this. So this is a big, they measure 10 inches wide. I hit print screen again. I don't think you guys saw that at all. It's just right next to my delete key. Do I actually offer these in several colors, or do I just offer them in white? Let me look. It is a variable product, variations, black, silver, and white. Okay, I do offer 3 colors. So they are available in a permanent white. Okay. Oh, you know what? But the product is Stick Figure Battle, so I'm going to remove the family from the keyword. So it will just be stick figure, Empire stick figure. The Empire, come to the dark side. The Empire doesn't care about your stick figure family. Yeah, I mean, my meta description says Star Wars, but you know, what else? Okay, let's go with our prompt. Bring an epic battle scene to life on your vehicle. I love it. Personally, on my car, I have a Stay Puffed going after a man, a woman, and a little dog, and it says there is no family, only Zool, or something like that. 10 out of 10. I actually didn't create it myself. I saw it on Etsy, and it was a really reasonable price, and I was just like, let me pay you to do this. And the cool thing was, I said, hey, I don't have a family. I just have me, my husband, and my dog. Can you put a little like pug dog with a little curly tail on there? And she mocked it up, and she's like, how's this look? And I'm like, excellent. That's fantastic. So she sent that over to me, and I was happy to pay that. And that was one of those situations where, could I make that? I mean, I literally sell this. Yeah, I absolutely could have. But for one, like, I really don't like searching around Etsy and finding things and just ripping them off. Like, there are things that I see that I'm like, oh, and I'm inspired by it, and I'm like, that's a cute idea. Like, for example, a couple weeks back, I did the video making all those rainbow gummy bear magnets. Now, I did get that idea from a product that I was advertised on Facebook that was ducky magnets, I think. It was a different animal. It wasn't gummy bear magnets, or maybe it was gummy bear push pins or something. It was a similar product, but not the same. And that kind of sparked my idea and gave me the idea to make these little rainbow of gummy bears. And I'm going to try. I have in the works. I'm going to try to do some more molding after a while. I have a couple of Miniverse things that I want to make molds of, I should say. And I did get a purchased mold of gummy bears, but they look different. They're not quite the same. They're not as cute, in my opinion. So I am going to try to make another mold of the gummy bears, the gummy bear figures that I have, the charms that I'd purchased from somewhere long ago. And with that, I also want to make a mold of some other food items. Very recently, Evan and Caitlin did a video where they made food jewelry, and they just literally took UV resin and covered the food in it and added findings to it to make it earrings or a necklace or whatever. I want to mold the food and then remake it out of resin. So that's kind of my idea. It involves similar snack foods. Anyway, so I think we've got all the asterisk C's out of there. So Empire stick figure, I'm still getting keyword density. The keyword phrase was found 7 times. That's more than the maximum of 6. Okay. So I think I just need to edit it out somewhere. Every Empire stick figure decal, I just want to change that to every decal is made to order. And then boom, we're back in the green. That's the weird thing about the Chat GPT sometimes, is that you can say, I want this exactly 5 times, and it'll still put it in there 7 times. So don't know what is up with that. But that's not what I wanted either. What's up with that? But it happens. Okay, so this one, Disney owns all things Star Wars, so that means Princess and Star Wars count for your Disney Prince crush. This is from a friend who was after I think the first of the sequels came out. All right, real talk. I have not seen the 3 70s Star Wars probably since the mid 80s. Okay, just not my jam. I did see all the prequels in the theater because I had a couple of friends that were big into Star Wars, and those movies were coming out right around that friend's birthday every year for like 3 or 4 years, whatever it was. I don't know this. I know there's 3 movies. I don't know what the span of time was, right? I haven't any after that. All the Disney Star Wars, I don't care. I'm just not into Star Wars. So I don't remember what they were called. Okay, but when the first one of those came out, and there was Poe, I had a friend who was big into Poe and wanted this design. So my Prince Flies an X-Wing was born. That's the thing, is that I know. Let's see. We want the phrase X-Wing 5 times. The name of the product is My Prince Flies an X-Wing vinyl decal, and the measurements on this decal, they're 10 inches wide. All right. So that's where this came from. And it's a funny idea. What happened in terms of the saga with Poe? No idea. But yeah, show your galactic pride. Oh my gosh, this is freaking great. Show your galactic pride with the My Prince Flies an X-Wing. Oh, I'm gonna get the same. It's gonna yell at me again for the title, for it not being like right. It says share your passion for all things X-Wing, but I'm gonna say all things Star Wars. Star Wars universe. Um, so the description: show your galactic pride with the My Prince Flies an X-Wing vinyl decal, a must-have for fans of epic space battles and heroic pilots. This playful and stylish decal lets everyone know that your prince isn't just any hero. He's out there soaring through the stars in an iconic X-Wing fighter. Whether you're a fan of interstellar adventures or simply want to add a bit of sci-fi flair to your car, this decal is a fun way to share your passion for all things Star Wars universe. Heck yeah. See, that is some flair that I am capable of, but don't have the energy for. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. So the meta description has been specified, but it does not contain the key phrase. Oh. I don't have the term X-Wing in the meta description. How did I miss that when I was making this product listing? I don't even know. All right. I'm actually going to use the Show Your Galactic Pride line for this. These 10-inch wide decals are a great addition to your transport. All right. So the key phrase and title, but it's not the beginning. That's not going to change. Okay. So it's still green, but that, and I'm going to change these to match. Oh. So I only have the mock-up on this because the one that I made, she needed it really quickly. And I didn't get a chance to take a picture of it before mailing it off to her. So that was a bummer. All right, Hitchhiking Ghosts vinyl decal. Several of these have been made. All right, so these are the Hitchhiking Ghosts vinyl decal. And the SEO phrase is Hitchhiking Ghost decal. I think it's Hitchhiking Ghost decal because I have Hitchhiking Ghosts on the Lantern project. So I didn't want it in there multiple times. So this doesn't say how big the decal is. And I don't think I'm going to look at the variations. Yeah, the variations I have are just color and what kind of vinyl. So, the default should be permanent. The default color should be black too. Yeah, all right. So let me quickly, let me see if I can do this quickly. If I can quickly open Design Space. Of course it has to download an update. Of course. Let me see if I can quickly open this up and look at the decal and look at the measurements. Because I know vaguely, like roughly, it's about like 6 inches wide. But I would rather have the entire thing. Switch to yearly and save. Don't I have it at yearly now? Anyway, all right. My stuff. Let me ghost hunting decals. No. Run Disney decals. No. Star Wars decals. No. The hell is that? Halloween 2016 projects. It might be in there. Let me see if it's in this one. No, it is not. Back to my stuff. Okay. Hitchhiking Ghost decal. Customize. So this is 6 inches by 3.81 inches. All right. Okay. These decals measure 3.81 inches tall by 6 inches wide. Okay. So that improves this. Bring a little spooky fun to your ride with the Hitchhiking Ghost Final Decal. A perfect choice for the fans of classic haunted attractions and eerie charm. I will change that. Because it is not just fans of haunted attractions. That is a bit too generic for this. So I am going to say decals measure. I am going to add that down here because this is real generic. These decals measure 3.81 inches tall by 6 inches wide. Okay. Bring a little spooky fun to your ride all year long with the classic of the classic haunted mansion attraction in Disneyland. In Disneyland's New Orleans Square. Because here's the thing. I've never been to Disney World, but that haunted mansion looks like here's the thing. There's some unique things about it that I'm going to go off on a tangent about now. The haunted mansion is the only attraction, I believe, that's in a different land in every park that it's in. So in Disneyland, it's in New Orleans Square. Disneyland is the only park with a New Orleans Square land. So in Disney World, it's in Liberty Square, which is their 1776-esque time frame. So the outside looks totally different. In Paris, it's actually in Frontierland, and it's Phantom Manor. And then I want to say in Tokyo, it's in Adventureland. I don't recall entirely, but I know in Shanghai, it's very different. It's in a very different land entirely, and it's Mystic Manor, which isn't really about ghosts because of cultural differences. So there's my 2 cents on that. The iconic trio of hitchhiking ghosts must have ghostly tales and haunted adventures. I don't mind that it's more generic the rest of the way, but come on. Okay, decal. Perfectly sized to make a with your hitchhiking ghost decal to match your car or style. So that's the thing. It says 2 more playful and bold color options. I don't think I offer. Oh, I did say in the prompt that it's permanent vinyl. And I do offer this in removable vinyl. So this says removable, and here's the thing. I did all that. Let's look at the SEO. Key phrase is not, the density was found 7 times. That's too much. So we'll say each decal is made to order. There we go. We're now back in the green. We're never going to get to this one. Wait. Hitchhiking Ghosts decal is this the phrase, and then we have Hitchhiking Ghosts vinyl decal, which is fine. It's not that much different. Because here's the thing, and I'll show it to you again once this has updated. View product. Will it do in the same window? Yes. How about that? So this is that short description. So when people first hit this page, they'll just see the short to the point description. They have to go all the way down here to read this big flowery mamma jamma that's really just here for SEO purposes. The way this template anyway is set up, you know. So eventually I will go back in and bring some more of this like flowery language up here in some of these. But these are kind of like get right to the point, tells you what you need to know. These, you really want to read more about it. All the nitty gritty down there. All right. So that was my Hitchhiking Ghosts rant. We are... Oh, I do have one more distance decal that I guess I didn't do, but we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so this... do I have these as both permanent and removable? I do. So I have my prompts as available in several colors. Are available in both permanent and removable vinyl. Okay. Oop. That was not what I meant to do. Okay. Okay, so this one, our focus key phrase is Toyota decal. Toyota, yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, so we want the phrase Toyota decal. I don't need it capitalized. I don't think that matters, to be perfectly honest. Toyota vinyl decal. Okay, and this measures... Son of a biscuit! You know what, though? I have one of these very close to me. So, give me a few seconds and I will go grab it. Yellow, perfect timing. Let me just get my in-ears back in. There we go. This one's giving me a hard time. Okay. All right, so I have the Toyota one right here and a tape measure. One is 6 inches across. So 6 inches wide and basically 3 inches tall. The reason I happen, that needs to go in a different bag. The reason I happen to have that so handy is my husband drives a Toyota, and a few years ago I redid some decals, and I did this decal for him, and he has yet to go put it on his friggin' car. It has been sitting on a little like bookshelf we have that's like right next to for I don't know how long. At this point, I just hope that the transfer tape still will. Yeah, look at that. It'll still pick it up off the thing. All right. One of these days, he's about to come home from work, and I'll have put it on his car just wherever the hell I decide to put it. So, am I offering these? I know I just looked. Yes, I am offering these in both removable and permanent vinyl. And you may ask yourself, what is the difference between removable vinyl? Sorry, my chair just hit the squeaky spot in the floor. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't. I can use some of this. I cannot use a lot of this because it is straight up wrong. All right. So let me show you. Okay, I'm going to leave this Toyota you drive, Star Wars you love, like, bit here. Okay, and then this is all the generic stuff that I can remove. Because, let me read this to you. Show your love for classic automotive heritage with the Toyota. And let's just for clarification, it is Toyota with a T, Toyota. This is Toyota with a mashup of the Yoda ears on the Toyota logo, right? So it says, show your love for classic automotive heritage with the Toyota vinyl decal, a must-have for any car enthusiast with an appreciation for the roots of this legendary brand. Featuring the vintage Toyota logo, this detail is a fun and stylish way to pay homage to the original company name before it became the well-known automotive powerhouse we know today. What? What? Okay, this is why at the bottom of the page it says ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info. No shit. Oh my gosh. That is rich. Okay. I am gonna this Toyota vinyl decal. Oh. I'm just gonna just replace the entire first paragraph. All right. Let's read. We're gonna have to read through this whole thing to make sure it's right. As your 3 inches tall by 6 inches wide, the Toyota decal is designed to stand out without overwhelming your vehicle's look. Its sleek horizontal design makes it an ideal fit for your car window, bumper, or any flat surface where you want to show off your nerdy passion. With its wide variety of vibrant color options, you can choose one of the best complements to your whether you feel gold, black, bright white, or any other color. There's a Toyota decal that suits your taste. Not wrong. One of the standout features of the Toyota decal is that it's available in both permanent and removable vinyl. If you're looking for some long-lasting resistance for permanent vinyl, stays put through rain, sun, and even the car wash. On the other hand, if you prefer flexibility and the ability to change your decal easily, the removable vinyl option offers all the style without the long-term commitment, making it easy to peel off without leaving residue. See, normally I would say that um, that the removable vinyl is really more for like electronics. If you're going to put it on a laptop, you don't want to leave stickiness on the outside of the laptop when you take it off. So that's what I would say for the removable vinyl. Or if you wanted to put it like on a wall in your house, I would use the removable vinyl. I've done decals for. Okay, so you know, like the decal, the very cliche decal you get that says "Live, Laugh, Love." I made decals similar to that had my boss's kind of key 3 like guiding words, which were not "Live, Laugh, Love," but it was similar, and I made that like for our office and stuff. I would do that out of removable so that when you peel it off the wall, hopefully it's not taking out your paint with it. Um, okay, but anyway, I digress. Each Toyota decal is made to order, ensuring a freshly crafted product that meets your exact specifications with the included transfer tape applied. Already applied, application's a breeze, just peel stick, smooth it down for a flawless look. It's easy to feature insert, goes on every time. Please note that on-car markups may not be to scale, so it's important to check the measurements when selecting your decal placement. Whether you're adding it to your car, laptop, or toolbox, the Toyota decal is a fun, nostalgic way. No. It's a fun, way to riff on your face. It's a fun way to mash up your car and your love of the War of Stars. I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, because I did say Star Wars up here, but yeah, I think that's fine. Just leave it that way. All right. So I will add here. This decal measures 3 inches tall by 6 inches. Okay. Analysis. Yeah, that does not contain exact match. That's fine. And we're good to go. Oh, that one was rough because we had to edit this so much because ChatGPT can make mistakes and did in this situation make a pretty egregious mistake. Uh, whew, that was a roller coaster. Okay, so we're back to I think the last marathon one, which is the Super Mickey, because they had like the superhero marathons. I definitely didn't update this one. So the focus key phrase on that is Super Mickey Marathon. So I want to get that in here. Super Mickey Marathon. We're different Yeah, different distances were in here. So I have to put that in my prompt. It's a Super Mickey Marathon distance decal. They measure, how big do they measure? 4 inches tall by 3 inches wide. 4 inches tall by 3 inches wide. Available several colors and distances, and are available in both permanent. Blah blah blah. Okay. All right. This one is decent. Oh, and I have hit the free plan limit for GPT 4.0. Responses will use another model until your limit resets at 7:13 p.m. So, either I think that might be a wrap on this stream, or we might do something else. And honestly, I think it'll just be a wrap on the stream. So excuse me. Celebrate your running achievements in magical style with the Super Mickey Marathon Distance Decal. Whether you just completed a challenging marathon, half marathon, or another long distance race, this fun and iconic decal is the perfect way to showcase your accomplishment. Featuring a whimsical design inspired by the beloved mouse, this decal lets everyone conquer your race in true Super Mickey Marathon fashion. See if this one, I mean, it says 5K, 10K. I had very distinct. This one might be in here too many times, so let's see. No, it's fine. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and update that. And then I am going to, uh, where did I put it? Oh, okay. Unfortunately, this is once again incorrect. I am going to show you anyway. we're gonna zoom, and we've got, this is updated. Gonna stop sharing that, and I am going to add for you your screen window. Here we go. All right. So as you can see, I do have this changed again. I had something that was maybe going to be happening that day, so I moved the stream up to 12. That is not happening anymore. So ignore that part. Ignore this. Next week, we start the Halloween mini. So we got Bug Punch. We got Dirt Cups. We got Spooky Cake. Next week starts with the Bug Punch. These creepy crawly. Let me see if I can zoom in even more here. That's actually not half bad. You can kind of see that. So we've got these little gummy cup uh, drinks. So, Bug Punch next week. Next week, 2:15 p.m. Pacific time. That's when we start the Halloween miniverse. Like I said, we're going to do Bug Punch, then Dirt Cups, then Spooky Cake, and that will lead us into Halloween, my favorite freaking holiday. All right. So join me next week for the Bug Punch. Please don't forget to like and share this video. I appreciate it so much as I'm trying to break 100 subscribers. Please subscribe as well. And, we can like this video, share it. We didn't do anything with products this week, but if you're curious about my in-ears or my web camera or my mic or anything like that, those links are also below in the description box. So comment, let me know about the Run Disney marathons. Do they still do the ones in Paris? Are there any other races that you would want a kind of customized decal for? And, what are your thoughts on ChatGPT and using that for product descriptions? All of these are valid questions that I will happily answer in the comments. So please join us next week when we dive into the miniverse. And until then, thank you. Subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.